So let's talk about the recent blackout in Spain. So it's not really that important why it happened, but the point is things like this can happen and will continue to happen more and more. Why? Because as people and countries become more and more reliant on electricity, on the internet, on things being connected, then things like weather events, perhaps a solar storm, it's actually a perfect setup for a hacker, be that individual or foreign power. It's actually really asking for something like this to happen. So it's not really a question of is it going to happen, but when is it going to happen? And then the question is, are you prepared? So I always tell people to have options, have redundancies, have backups. So for myself, I follow this advice. I have multiple bank accounts from different countries with cards from different networks. I always carry a few of these with me. I have them physically in my wallet. I also have them on my phone. I tend to carry when I travel a second phone with me as well, a power bank. And of course, I carry cash with me as well. So I can imagine that the kind of people during blackout, they're not able to buy things, they're not able to transact because the stuff doesn't work. You don't want to be in that situation. Likewise, it could be that something happens to a bank system in your country. So you don't want to be reliant only on banking in your country. Don't be one of those people who has only one payment cards from one bank in one country, which is the country where he lives as well. A lot of people I see nowadays, they are trying to digitalize everything. I'm not kind of one of those people who says nothing digital at all because of all kinds of conspiracy stuff. I'm not that extreme in that regard, but it's fine if you want to use these, but don't rely only on that. So if you want to have your IDs, your government documents digitally on your phone, fine. It's fine with me, but don't let that be your only option. It's kind of like the old joke about a keyring is that it's an invention that allows you to lose all your keys at the same time. So it's kind of like that when people rely on their phone too much. They have perhaps now some application that they have their ID digitally on the phone. They have their payment things on the phone, their boarding pass for the plane. And if your phone dies or you lose it, then what? So, and of course, during blackout, if there's no electricity, no internet, then what are you going to do? Make sure you'll still be able to transact in such situations. In terms of preparing things for your home, have some water, perhaps water filters, have some food. Remember, you can trade that also with people for other things you might need. As a business, don't be like one of those businesses that only accept card payments and it has to be all approved online. Make fine if you accept card payments. You should always accept cash, of course, but for your card payments, you should have at least an option, if not always selected that, to switch to a system where you don't need online. Like the airlines, you buy things without the internet and then they send it out. Sometimes businesses don't want to do this. They insist on always online because they are afraid of fraud. And I say to that, so what? If 1 or 2 or 4% of the transaction is gonna decline afterwards. I mean, this is nothing. Come on. And if it's really such a big deal for you, you can increase your prices by that amount. You think somebody's going to notice if you increase your prices by 1 or 2%? You think it's going to affect your sales? No. So don't be ridiculous. I mean, come on. Don't be so afraid of of this. Just make sure you can transact. It's much more important. The opportunity cost of not being able to take payments, it's way higher. So if you need help with any of this, in understanding what you should do for your situation, how to prepare, how to be more robust and less reliant on a single solution. For example, you might have heard that I mentioned, having a bank account in another country. We can help you with that as well. So get in touch if you need help.